Hello on September the 23rd. Hello from me to you. It's us. It's you and me. I'm Elizabeth. Who are you? This is Giants Tarot, and from the writings and information of many people and sources, the fruits of a mass meditation appears, and that's Giants Tarot. So the first reading I have for you today is from Glenville, Kleiser. And also, today is the first day of Libra. So we'll get into that a little bit. I'll have to be quick because I've only got 15 minutes, right? September 23. Golden crimson autumn with her lap-filled treasure. Ripened days of departed summer. Sweet and smiling season, telling of accomplished tasks and victories won. Days of maturity and mellowness. The brilliant colours of summer have given way to more sombre tints. It is the time of softening lights, lengthening shades, variegated woods, lovely landscapes and tranquil skies. Earth, sky and sea are transformed into new beauty. All nature joins in a conspiracy of rest, peace and contentment. And at the close of the day the sun goes down in royal splendour of purple and gold. Queenly autumn, in her many-coloured robe, speaks eloquently of life, opportunity, growth, maturity and transition. It's got to be the Northern Hemisphere, right? I don't know about the Southern Hemisphere. We're a bit, well, you know. It's all good, eh? The Theosophical Society has a reading for the 23rd of September. The Theosophical Society was chosen as the cornerstone, the foundation of the future religions of humanity. To achieve the proposed object, a greater, wiser, and especially a more benevolent intermingling of the high and the low, of the alpha and the omega of society, was determined upon. The white race must be the first to stretch out the hand of fellowship to the dark nations, to call the poor, despised nigger brother. Well, this is what I'm reading. I'm just reading it, okay? This prospect may not smile to all, but he is no theosophist who objects to this principle. True. From the birthday book, for those having this birthday, the Libran habit of looking at both sides of a question tends to produce doubt, uncertainty, and sometimes pessimism. On the practical side, there is great efficiency and a fine, keen judgment in detecting shams and substitutes. The day favours dealing in gems and antiques or in any goods that suffer by adulteration. A bright and even-tempered partner is indicated. Well, at least hoped for. From 365 Things to Know, the Crusades were, what were the Crusades for the 23rd of September? The Crusades were expeditions undertaken by the Christian, this will be interesting, undertaken by the Christian countries of Europe between the 11th and the 14th centuries to win back the Holy Land from Mohammedans. At first the Crusades were undertaken by the Christians in the spirit of real religious feeling, but later many men went to the Holy Land because of the prospect of loot and riches. There were also many quarrels between the Christian leaders, which helped the Mohammedans, mainly Turks and Arabs, to defeat them in battle. The first crusade, asked for by Pope Urban II in 1095, was reasonably successful. The second crusade, begun in 1144, failed because of quarrels. Our own King Richard I joined other rulers in the third crusade, which ended in a truce with Saladin and the Saracens in 1191. The leaders of the French Crusade in 1202 had forgotten all about the real purpose of the expedition. They did not even reach the Holy Land, but turned their armies against Constantinople to seize the wealth of the Byzantine emperor. With this disgraceful episode, the Great Crusades died out. I'm sorry. Gosh, isn't history amazing? And only a few small ones were undertaken afterwards, including the ill-fated Children's Crusade, about which you read earlier. I don't remember that one, but we started mid-year, right? One good result of the Crusades was that some of the knowledge and learning of the East, including the Arabic numbers we use today, was brought back to Europe. Some numerology for the 23rd. It's a prime number. You can't break it down. Best to follow professional pursuits rather than a business line. Belongs to the intellectual world as it is a quick thinker. Has innate interest in chemistry, physical culture, salesmanship, or in the brokerage business. Has charming personality, can deal well with the opposite sex, probably better with its own sex. Should aim high for necessary to be proud of their own accomplishments due to social inclinations. Success can come through physical culture teacher, diagnostician, nurse, psychiatrist, psychologist, writer, a scientist, actor, broker, entertainer, traveller, sculptor, salesman, or golf expert. The angel number 23. The vibration of number 2 is very powerful, altering any number with which it appears. Number 3 carries with it a vibration that resonates with joy, creativity, spiritual growth, expansion, and the creative power of manifestation. When numbers 2 and 3 combine to form angel number 23, you have the vibrations of service and cooperation, combining with creativity and spiritual growth. Because the sun is in Libra, we have a Libra 5th division, 23, 5th division reading. Lofty principles, devotion to duty, and strong convictions characterize Librans of the 5th division. Your planetary combination endows you with both strength of character and the ability to sacrifice your own desires to the mandates of your responsibilities and obligations. In a phrase, you live beyond yourself. You are apt to be a member of the family to whom others turn when a relative needs aid or personal attention. You give care and support during emotional crises and lingering illnesses. And you do not feel rancor or resentment for the sacrifices you make. You do not pose as a martyr, but rather take for granted that it is only right for you to give up your dreams for the good of others. Your beneficence also extends to persons outside your family, for you are mindful of others, interested in life, adaptable and peaceable. So we'll just have a bit of a look at justice. It's very interesting that various tarot decks give different number values to some of the major arcana cards. One of the oldest decks, the Marseille deck, allots the number 8 to justice. The Rider-Waite deck calls justice by the number 13. I wrote this. Justice comes before the wisdom and the hermit, and before strength. Does it? Well, it does come before the hermit in both decks, but I don't know if justice comes before strength. What do you reckon? Anyway, be that what it is and why, it is a curious psychological and or esoteric notion. Justice is personified somewhat in the tarot by a woman holding a double-edged sword and a set of balanced scales. We are in the first deck. Look at the swathe of scales. We've got swathe of swords that we're going to go through in the month of Libra. Today's emblem for the 23rd of, we're not doing the emblem. We're doing the 2 of, I'll have to deal with it tomorrow because I haven't got that reading here. The 2 of Swords. Tomorrow. But we will deal with the Ace of Clubs. The Ace of Clubs desires knowledge. It chants, I am intelligence. In Cartomancy, the cards are placed and spread in a particular pattern. This is the earthly spread. Above the earthly spread, arranged in the same shaped pattern, is the heavenly spread, although the placement of the cards is different. If the Ace of Clubs seeks help or understanding, it can look up into the card directly above it and look for guidance. The Ace of Clubs, for the Ace of Clubs, that card is the 2 of Hearts. So the Ace of Clubs desires knowledge, and it also seeks union with compatibility. They want to know reasons and they want love. The Ace of Clubs is restless and wants change if they feel that they are in a rut. There is usually enough money around for the Ace of Clubs. They inherit some, or they make a bundle themselves. They're whiz-bang at accomplishing projects, then they usually move on quickly once it's done. They always seek the magical, high-minded ideal that will honour their cleverness and smarts. They are emotional, leading to their illnesses being hard to diagnose, and physical upsets which are unusual or abiding. They should work to create a strong physique and immune system. The Ace of Clubs strives for knowledge, but should also strive for truth. Truth will open their hearts more to universal love. The reading for the 23rd of September Ace of Clubs is, this birth date may fall under either of these, it's Virgo or Libra. That's right, it's a bit cuspy, isn't it? Anyway, I'm saying it's Libra, okay. Not that I'd know, but I've got my foot in that camp. This birth date may fall under either of these signs, but is influenced by both. They want professional success, but often interfere with it through their own emotions. Self-indulgent, like ease and comfort, and maybe lazy. Deal successfully with women, having pleasing personalities. Popular, cannot save money, but keep enough to be comfortable. May become interested in law, but take nothing too seriously. If finances become stringent, may worry themselves into illness, require change, activity and self-expression. Emotions play a vital part. Love art but cannot commercialize it. Live on the physical plane, grow younger with the years, are clever at adapting ideas of others, do well in partnerships, interested in travel, can throw off trouble. Maybe can throw a great party too, I don't know. September 23 is the birth date of Ray Charles and Mickey Rooney. Ta-da! Now we're going to do the Lenormand card, which bears the Ace of Clubs on it, and it is the ring. The ring is all about types of agreements, ranging from business deals to marriage and civil unions. It's about strong connections and being bound to something or someone. See how they all tie in? Isn't it good? The ring card is also a symbolic representation of the circle. Its meaning includes going around in circles, repetitive patterns and cycles. While this card is connected to employment, contracts and business deals, it can also signify other agreements such as a mortgage, apartment rental or a house lease. In Korea, the Lenormand, which number 25 card this is, ring. The ring often represents contracts and business deals. It can involve business mergers or the sale of a business. In terms of a job, it usually indicates something where there is repetitive work, such as a production or assembly line. And in health, the ring card traditionally represents the lymph system. It can indicate an annual checkup, continual treatment, or the completion of treatment. Oh, I've just come up with the Two of Swords here. I'll just quickly tell you that this 10-day period, this decanate for justice, is the decanate of policy and acumen, shrewdness, and subtlety. More about that tomorrow. Have a great day. If you're going to tell me there's nothing in there to help you with today's date, you're fibbing. Have a great time. I'll see you tomorrow.